Hey, I'm Mallory Estes, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey and how the Lord has helped me be an overcomer of grief, loss, and sadness. So, throughout my childhood, I really didn't experience anything that was super difficult. I did have character building moments, as my mom called it, but never any type of loss or death. When I became an adult, unfortunately, have experienced several losses throughout the last several years. From the beginning, me and my husband suffered through 3 miscarriages, and through that we grew closer to one another and also closer to the Lord, and he taught us patience and also joy while in the waiting. But in 2019, my grandfather was diagnosed with glioblastoma, which is a form of brain cancer, and unfortunately he passed away with that, and that was very difficult for my family and myself. That was the first loss that we had ever had with someone super close to us. And so that was a very trying time in my relationship with the Lord. He taught me how to rely on his strength to get me through that. And then in 2022, my mom was diagnosed with glioblastoma, the same form of cancer that my granddaddy had. And I was devastated. I kind of knew what the outcome was going to be just through my granddaddy's journey, but I wasn't prepared for it. And so a couple of days into my mom's journey, she had a craniotomy done in New Orleans, and she did great. She recovered well. She came home, had a great recovery, and then she began her radiation and her chemo, and she did great. She had no complications, no side effects from that, and so we just enjoyed time with her and spending time with her because we just didn't know how long she would have. You hear all the time, why do bad things happen to good people? And of course I questioned that, because her and my granddaddy both loved the Lord, served the Lord well, and loved their families. But on this side of heaven, we just don't really know why. So during that journey of my mom's treatment, my husband was also deployed for 11 months to Kuwait. So I was left raising 2 kids by myself. Also while taking care of my mom, and I had just started a new job. And so that was very difficult. I had to rely on the Lord's strength. I also had to ask for help, which I'm not good at. I had people fill in to help with my kids, to do my laundry, clean my house, and I was so very blessed with a great support system during those 11 months. But towards the end of my mom's journey, when she passed away on November 1st, I was devastated. I just did not know how I was going to move on or go on about my life without her. She was my biggest supporter. She was my best friend. She was the nurse that I asked all my questions to. And I just didn't know what to do from there. But the Lord has been so gracious, so merciful. He has given me comfort and peace every single day. And I want to be able to use that to help others who might be suffering through grief or loss. And so each and every day, I wake up and I pray to the Lord to use these difficult and tough situations to be able to help others who might be experiencing the same thing. So the verse that I clung to during this time, and I continue to cling to, is Isaiah 41:10. And so I use that on a daily basis to help me get through the very difficult days. And right now there are more difficult days than there are good days, but I'm taking it one step at a time. I also am trying to live out the legacy of my mom's be kind statement, whether it's encouraging somebody, giving someone a compliment, or just lending a helping hand. And so throughout this journey, I have been able to look for comfort in God's word and be able to use my sorrow to help others. And I hope I can continue to do that.